My name is Caleb Jensen. This is a test of my Verbose app that I coded for my final project. Um, it was inspired from a subreddit called Increasingly Verbose, where users will chain comments with each one just expanding the verbiage of the text on the comment before it. And me and my friend had always joked about how it'd be funny to have an app that you could just paste some text into and it would, you know, make it more verbose. And so that's why I decided to do that for my app. So I'm going to go ahead and start it. The intro screen is very similar to the Firebase app we did before. I just used that same UI. So you can see on our Firebase authentication, we have no one added right now because I wanted to show that it's working. So I'll just quickly create an account using my email. This should all be it's pretty much the same code. I've just had to change a couple minor things and then just the theme of it to match everything. Other than that, it'll be the same. So we'll create it. And there, signs us in. If we go back to our authentication, we should see the user now. Here it is with my email. Um, so it has four main screens on this Verbose app. This is the main screen that you land on. This is where the phrases that you actually make will be housed. The user also has an option to enter their own words into the Verbose app that can be used in the phrases that are made. So as of right now, you can see because it wasn't super in the scope of this app for this project, but I just have three small dictionaries of different lengths. Each one has so there's child goes to young human right here, but then from here goes the medium sized one is a little bit more, the long one that's even more. So you can see each dictionary just gets longer of the three. But so the user is able to add their own, and obviously if, in future updates, if this were to be an actual app, this dictionary would obviously be massive. But just for the scale of the app to show that it works, this is what I have so far. For premium options, I put in my outline that I was just going to mostly use a one-time purchase to unlock more features in the app, and that's what I've implemented. But because I can't really go through the app store, what I have done is I do have this little link here, which does work. If you click on the link, it'll take you to my PayPal. That anyone that wanted to donate, you can see it just opens up your browser, it takes you to my PayPal. Um, anyway, let me go back to the app. And then also on here, I have a thing where you can just toggle on and off the features as if you had paid for it, so I can show that there are differences in the app versus when the premium features are on and when they're off. And then finally, you have your settings page that shows your account, when it was created, a little bit more about it, how many phrases and words you've added, if your account is premium, a little bit of help down here. You can see that by default, if your account is not premium, you only have access to the medium-sized dictionary, just the standard average one. You can see that these buttons are grayed out and they don't work. And I have down here even a little helper that tells you account must be premium in order to select short and long verbose lengths. And then the user also has the option if they want to use their own custom dictionary or not. If they want to just use default. By default, the option is yes, because why wouldn't you want to? But there is an option to not use it, just in case you don't want to. So you can see right here is telling me that my account is not premium, and I can only stay on the medium one. If I go back to here, I can turn on my premium features, and now you can see that the account is premium, and now I do have access to these different lengths of verbose dictionary. Same thing too. Since medium is the default, if I have it set to short and come over here and turn off premium features, it defaults back to medium because it knows, hey, you're not premium anymore, so you only have access to the medium dictionary. Yeah, so that's what the premium features unlock. So I'll go ahead and turn it back on just for the scope of this demonstration. So back on our main screen, we're going to go ahead and create a phrase. I just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 13 words here, so I'm just going to make a phrase that uses a couple of them to show the difference, and I'll do the same phrase with the different word lengths. So I just try to come up with a sentence that used a lot of them. So we'll say the children love being at their homes during this time of the year. I'm just going to go ahead and copy that just so I don't have to type it every time. Okay, so we'll save. And here you can see it's expanded the phrase. So, children was a hit and it changed it to young humans. Homes changed to domains of residence. Time was current hour and year is calendar year. So because it was a short one, it didn't expand it, but you'll see that, if we do the same phrase, let's go ahead and paste that in, do the medium length, you can see that it's quite a bit more. Young group of young humans rather than just young humans. Anyway, so it expands it out, and just for continuity, we'll also put in the long one. So obviously you can see that each one gets longer and longer. This page is scrollable. So, if you were to get another one down there, you could scroll beyond it. On this, you also have the option to just copy the verbose phrase. So obviously before I just had this small little original phrase. If I go in here and hit this button, you can see this little share button. That copies it to your clipboard. And then if we go ahead and hit paste, you can see that it copied the phrase that I clicked on. So there's the option just to quickly copy it, because obviously for this longer one, like if you were to copy this long one, you wouldn't want to have to copy that entire thing by hand. So look, there you go. Easy to put into a text message or put it back onto a comment chain, whatever you want it to do. These things are also being stored on Firebase, so you can see it's already updated here. Here's my phrases that I've made with the timestamp and everything. And it does count in here as well. So you go back to my count, you can see, hey, look, I've created 3 verbose phrases now. The other button option you have on here is you can delete phrases. So if I click this button, deletes the phrase. You see now it says I have 0 phrases, and if I come back to Firebase, you can see it deleted them. So that all works. And then I'm going to show one more option here. If I want to add my own word, so let's say I want to do cell phone, and this is limited to just 1 word length. If I try to do cell space phone, when I go to save it, it'll tell me, hey, you can only have 1 word. And that just makes it, just because as it's looking through the dictionary and breaking up the sentence into each word, it was a lot more complex of rules and whatnot for it to try and break it into multiple words and check those. So for now, I've limited it to just 1 word. So I do cell phone and change this to mobile cellular device. That'll be my verbose phrase. I'll save that. You can see in here, now it's telling me I have 1 verbose phrase word added. And once again, let me refresh this. You can see in the user dictionary, it saved this onto Firebase as well. And so it just syncs it just like it did on the character app that we did. It syncs it all the same, where the main source of truth is coming from Firebase, but obviously it stores it on a local cache on the device as well. But anyway, so now that we've created our own word, we can use it in our verbose phrases, because cell phone wasn't in the base dictionary over here. So I'm going to show one example with the off. I'm just going to say I need a better cell phone for school. So if I have it turned off, I'll go just medium default length. You can see that it still just uses cell phone. If I come back into here and turn it on, actually, let me see. I need a better cell phone for school. I'm just trying to get this same phrase. I need a better cell phone for school. Now that we have the custom dictionary on, when we go ahead and hit save to create it, you can see it uses the mobile cellular device, that verbose phrase that we created. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This app was a lot of fun to make, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And it's one that I can honestly see myself developing even further. Maybe I'll post it into the Increasingly Verbose subreddit to see what the users there think. But yeah, that's my demonstration.